Hi guys, it's Megan Straight and welcome back to my channel. So I decided that I was going to start up a little bit of a new part of my channel for like health and fitness as well as like a little bit of weight loss. So I'm back in Bend right now for about 3 weeks for Christmas. I'm down here right now and then Joel gets off work on like the 23rd and I think he's gonna come down that night through the 26th and we're gonna spend Christmas together and split between our families because both of our families live here. Anyway, so I decided that I would make this video on my weight loss journey because in Corvallis I have a really hard time eating well, staying motivated, working out, all that stuff because it's so dark and gloomy there, especially in the fall. And so I've just been struggling a lot and quite a bit heavier, I would say. In my mind, I'm quite a bit heavier than I was when I first moved to, or when I first moved to Corvallis, yeah. Back in Bend, like this summer before I moved to Corvallis, like I was in the best shape of my life. I was like modeling for like different wedding dress companies. I had abs. I was just like smaller everywhere, just a lot tighter. I didn't have any like jiggle anywhere. But now I do, and I'm like, okay, we're in Bend for 3 weeks. We have time to work out. We have time to eat right because in Corvallis as well, the guys, Dylan and Joel, Dylan's our roommate, they like their processed foods. They like their foods that aren't as healthy, and so they're around more, and so there's more incentive to eat them, even though they're not the best for me. Like I have IBS-U, which is a strain of IBS that means that there's like you have both sides of the spectrum, which gross, I know, it's fine. Anyway, people with IBS and Crohn's a lot of times follow the low FODMAP diet, and I'll put a list of all the low FODMAP foods that you shouldn't eat down below. There's like a list of like 60 foods that you shouldn't eat, so I'm not going to do that right now. But basically people with IBS, their digestive system can't process foods with long carbohydrate chains, so we have to eat low to mid-sized carbohydrate chains, otherwise we get really sick, and which brings on IBS obviously. And you have it day to day, it's something you struggle with every day, but if you avoid the foods, it makes it a lot easier to deal with. But we also have to worry about like portion control and stuff, because if you eat too much of a low carbohydrate chain, then it can become a high carbohydrate chain, and it's this whole complicated thing that I can go into more in depth another time, but it's okay. Anyway, so I actually filmed this video yesterday, which was Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday I recorded this video, and I realized I recorded it all in the wrong format, and so I cannot import anything, and I don't have my importing cord right now because I left it in Corvallis and Joel's not getting here until the 23rd, so I'm like, I'll just re-record everything. It's fine. Anyway, so quick disclaimer with this video. This video is like all about weight loss, dieting, touch a little bit on like body dysmorphia, which I struggle with. But basically, if you are in a place where you like aren't mentally capable to like watch a video like this and still feel okay about yourself, like don't put yourself in a bad situation. So click off this video now if you need to. Also, I'd like to say like everyone has their own image of their body, and like if you think my body type is great and that's what you wished you had, then more power to you. I'm so grateful you feel that way, you know, that's awesome. If you think that I'm overweight, that's your opinion and that's fine. You can click away if you need to, it's whatever. I just wanted to like put that out there as a quick disclaimer because I'm not trying to body shame or belittle anyone because of this. I'm not trying to make anyone feel a certain way about their body. I think that all bodies are beautiful and strong. I'm so grateful for the body I have. I just, you know, everyone struggles with self-image, and you know, my struggle with body dysmorphia has been real and it's been a long time in the process. So I thought I would share it as well as just like, you know, my health tips for, you know, sustainable weight loss. So the goal this journey, these next 3 weeks, are to lose 5 to 10 pounds. So healthy sustainable weight loss is about 2 to 3 pounds a week, and 3 pounds is a lot in a week, but 10 pounds in 3 weeks would be about 3.33 pounds. So I probably won't hit that. It's a goal. It's not a this is going to happen. So I just want to put that out there. Like, I don't know what is going to happen with this. I don't know if I'll lose any weight. I don't know if I'll gain weight. I'm going to try my absolute hardest to live a healthy lifestyle, to eat really well, and just do everything right. But I also know that I have a really slow metabolism. Sorry, it's really bright out right now. The sun is right on me. It's early in the morning. It's like 7:45. Anyway, I know I have a really hard time with my metabolism My metabolism is super slow. I've ruined it over the years of like not eating right, not eating enough. You know, there was a time in my life when I would eat like a banana a day and that's all I would have because I struggled so hard with body dysmorphia, and I just really saw myself in that negative of a light. But anyway, so my metabolism's a little bit shot, and I know you can reset it, but I still struggle to eat enough throughout the day, partially just because of the types of foods I can eat don't provide enough calories. Just because I can mainly eat fruits and vegetables, there's not a lot of high fat foods that I can have, or like high protein foods that are like super high in they're just like super high in calories or high enough in calories. So I normally don't eat as much as probably like the normal person, and I could go into a whole other tangent on like human design charts and why it is that my body's like this, and you know, my energy level and how that affects my body, and you know, how I eat and my digestive system and everything. But that can be a different video because it's very long and complicated, and I'll be honest, I don't even understand that much. I use another reference person here in Bend to help me understand it better. Anyway, so like I said, the goal is to lose 5 to 10 pounds in the next 3 weeks. Whether that'll happen or not, I don't know. The goal is just to, okay, how about this? The goal is to just feel better. The goal is to feel more confident, to feel healthier, and just to be able to look in the mirror and not be like, oh, okay, I still look like that. Like to look in the mirror and be able to like, oh yeah, I can take a picture, like I'm good. Which mirror selfies I'm not really into, but like just being comfortable in front of a lens, because this is fine where it's here up, and I know I have no makeup on, so like excuse me, but it's fine. But when it's like fully of your body, it's different, and I will be giving you guys a body update in just a minute of like how I look right now. So we're gonna be brave and just show it, but it's okay, we're gonna go for it. And I will also give a quick disclaimer that TMI again, I am on my period, and I'm one of those people that gets super bloated when I'm on my period, and so that's just gonna be what it is. Yeah, it's fine. So that obviously affects the number a little bit. Okay, so as you guys saw, I have a stuffy nose. I have like it's just been so cold, I get a runny nose here. Anyway, as you saw, I am 157 pounds, God, not 170 pounds. 156 to 157 pounds right now, somewhere in there. I have to take into account that I have 5 pounds of hair in my head. And so that definitely creates a difference. Like if I took that into account, I wouldn't be that much heavier than I used to be, which was 147 pounds. And so I used to be 146, 147 pounds, and then moving to Corvallis and being not as motivated, not eating as well, not working out as much, I definitely gained a few pounds. Obviously the hair affects it as well. I haven't had anything to eat or drink today yet. I'm doing intermittent fasting, so I'll link the app that I use for that down below because I love them, or I don't know if I can link it, but I'll add the name to it. I love it though. And anyway, so I'm doing that right now, and like it's interesting. This one is the schedule I'm on right now. I'm like halfway through the week already, but it's like the first day you stop eating at like 8:30, I think, 8:30 p.m. and then the next day you don't eat until 3 p.m. and then you can eat till like 7 p.m. I think, and the next day is like 12:30 to 7:30, and then 12 to 7:30, and I don't even know, and then it just keeps going on. I can put it down below and you guys can find it. It's really easy to use. I love the app. Anyway, I used to practice intermittent fasting, and it really helped me not overeat, as well as just like focus on what I'm eating and like thinking about, okay, if I'm only eating during this time of the day, what can I do to give myself the nutrients I need in those few meals? Just because you're not wanting to like shove your face at food like right away. Like you don't want to do that to yourself. You want to eat like smaller like snacks throughout those periods, or if you want to have like 2 meals, then make sure that they have like all the necessary nutrients that you need. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing that. I'm following low FODMAP. I also forgot to mention I'm gluten-free and dairy-free, which is super common for people that are low FODMAP, just because those are two things that are really hard for bodies to process just in general. So then when you have a sensitive intestine, it obviously just makes it worse. So it's really common for a lot of people. I'm also pescatarian. So I eat fish, I eat tofu, all that good stuff. I can't have a lot of other like vegan meat substitutes because they all have garlic and onion in them, which I can't have because I'm low FODMAP. As well as like tofu and soy-based products. I can have them often, but to have too much on your diet can affect like things like fertility and whatnot, and just not fantastic for you. But I eat those enough. I eat tofu enough. It's fine. I love tofu. That might be weird, but I really love tofu. Anyway, so I don't eat meat besides fish, and I can't eat beans or peas because that's not low FODMAP either. So there's definitely some like protein deficiency that can happen really easily. So I have to be super mindful about that. And I don't think I ever quite hit the protein intake I should, but I try my best with it. I do what I can, and for the most part I don't feel too lethargic. I try to like eat to make myself have energy and feel sustained. Anyway, okay, body update. So like I said, this is, you know, no food, no water right now yet today because it's still early in the morning, early-ish in the morning. And this is just what I look like now. This is after 3 or 4 days of fasting, like not complete fasting, but intermittent fasting. So what I look like right now, I'll pull this down a little bit. Okay, so as you can see, I have my little line here, and I do have a line across here. I don't know if you can tell right now, but I do have one. If we go to the side, I still have my little baby bump. Not baby bump, but like there's a little bit of there, and I know it's not a lot, but it is what it is. And then there's love handles, obviously. We love that, good love handle. And here from the other side. So obviously still got my stuff going on. Anyway, so that's what I look like. Now, I know I just got really nitpicky and I started like poking at things and grabbing like my skin and my fat or whatever, and I know that can come off as a super negative thing. I just wanted to show you guys how much was actually on my body, because I'll do the same thing at the end. I'm gonna do weekly check-ins, and so I'll do that each week so you guys can see the difference in how much I'm able to like move around or like pull, I guess, or poke into, just to try to give you guys a visual reference to what's actually changing in my body. I don't want it to be perceived as a negative thing. Like I said, body dysmorphia is a real thing. I've struggled with it since I was way younger. I mean, I can go into it a little bit now. It's been something that I was always the bigger girl at my schools, in my class, my grade. It was always something like that. I never was like the person that viewed myself as necessarily pretty. I got put on my first diet when I was 9, and I was a competitive swimmer for 9 years. So from even know what age till I was, if I wanted to do math, I could do math, but it's 7:30 in the morning, so I'm not doing that. Until I was 15. 15 is when I had to stop competitively swimming, so I don't do that anymore, just because of injury. But after that I started getting really depressed, and I started gaining a lot of weight and overeating, because I tend to eat emotionally, which I wish I could work out emotionally, and I try to like channel my stress and my anger into workouts, but sometimes you just don't have any motivation. So yeah, it is what it is. But anyway, so I got put on my first diet when I was 9. I don't necessarily think it was the correct thing for me. I don't think any 9-year-old should be put on a diet. I think you should be well on your way to be able to, I think you should be able to put yourself on a diet if you want to. When I was 9, I couldn't tell myself to do that. Someone in my family decided that I was too big, and they started me on the South Beach diet, and yeah, so that really created like a body complex for me, to think like at 9 years old I was overweight, and I wasn't. I was competitively swimming. I was fine. Yes, I wasn't the smallest kid in the entire world, but I wasn't unhealthy. I was very fit. I was very active. My family, like, okay, swimmers, I don't know if this is universal. It probably is, and I think this is for most people. We would eat pizza all the time. We would have like whatever food we wanted whenever, because you'd be burning calories like crazy. And like whenever you went out to like a swim team party or swim team banquet, like they'd have like desserts and pizza and whatever else. Like that's just what you had. And you'd eat like lots of like pastas and stuff, and that's when I still ate meat, so I'd have a lot of meat too. But now I don't eat any of that. I haven't had pizza in like a year and a half. I will put like my my food videos in here today. I'm gonna have potatoes, like sweet potatoes today. I had them last night, but I'm gonna have them today again. And I literally, before last night, I hadn't had sweet potatoes in like 6 months. I hadn't had any potatoes in 6 months because I was on keto, which, by the way guys, if you have IBS, don't try keto. That is something that will mess up your digestive system like no other. I don't know if it, maybe, okay, I guess I'm speaking for me. If it works for you, it works for you. In my experience, I've tried it twice just to see. I tried to do it 2 different ways, 2 different times, and both times I got so sick I was on the floor dry heaving. Biggest mistake, don't do it. Just if you haven't tried it yet and you have IBS or Crohn's, just play it safe and just follow the low FODMAP diet. Follow what your body is telling you intuitively to eat, because keto, just if you want to avoid the risk of being so sick your whole body is hurting and like convulsing, just don't. Anyway, that was a whole random tangent. Alright, so I thought I'd do a quick little update on the food that I'm eating today. So this is my lunch. This is my first meal of the day. So I have like half a can of black olives because in the Straight family, my mom and I are both obsessed with black olives, so there's that. These are just some like little like vegetable spring rolls that come from like the local market down the street, and they come with like sweet and sour sauce, but I just get rid of that because unnecessary sugar and stuff like that, so there's no need for it. It does have avocado, which isn't low FODMAP, but it's okay for a little bit. It's healthy fats. And then also so delicious oat milk spiced pear and fig, literally the best vegan yogurt you will ever have, and it's only 70 calories, which I love. Like, yeah, it's literally the best thing. It's like one of my addictions. They don't sell it in Corvallis, so when I'm in bed, this is what I eat. So yeah, there you have it. Alright, and so here is one of my snacks. This probably might be one of my only snacks of the day. I might have one more after dinner. We'll see. This one is just oats, like a third of a cup of oats, 1 mashed banana, and a serving of chocolate PB Fit. I will link PB Fit in the comments below. But really, like, okay, it's like 4:30 right now. I'm gonna have dinner at like 6 or 7 probably. I was just really hungry. I just finished up a photo shoot, and so I decided that this would be a nice yummy snack because I'm freezing and this is so warm. I don't want to take my hand off of it because, like, yes, but it's so good. It's like super easy, super nutritious. You still get a little bit of protein in it, get your carbs, your sugars, all that good stuff. So I'm so excited to eat this. Alright, bye. Alright, so I'm sorry this isn't in a prettier bowl, but this is my dinner. So this is tofu, kale, leeks, sweet potatoes, plum tomatoes, and vegetable broth, and just some like salt and pepper, and I put it all in a stock pot. And I basically, what I did is I put the vegetable broth in, then I boiled the sweet potatoes in it to get them all like soft and edible, you know, and then I added in the leeks so that the flavor from the leeks could like get into the broth, and I added the tomatoes and then the kale so it would cook down, and the tofu just so I could warm it up because obviously the tofu is already cooked. Anyway, this soup is so amazing. It's such a good like winter hearty stew if you're vegan or vegetarian or pescatarian or whatever. Like, it's, I mean, if you're a carnivore, it's still amazing. I know most carnivores probably wouldn't eat tofu, but if you're open to it, it's amazing. So give it a try, definitely. Also, sorry, this is my late night snack. I just had like 5 pitted mandjuli dates, or these are Nor dates. Anyway, normally I have mandjuli dates, but anyway, these are amazing little sweet morsels that I just like love so much. And you know, they might not be like the lowest in calories, but that doesn't really matter because they're delicious and they're a natural sugar, so all for that. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe and follow me on this journey for the next 3 weeks. I'll be posting weekly updates, hopefully every Wednesday. We'll see if that happens. Maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, somewhere in there. But I'll put out updates on my Instagram, which is Megan_straight. I'll put that down below. And go on there to look for, you know, updates for these videos, as well as any like food updates that I might be doing. I'm gonna try to put up workouts. I'm not great at posting workouts just because I feel weird about taking videos in the gym. That's just me. I always get weird looks, or I've had weird looks in the past from people when I've tried to do it, and I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. It's fine though. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.